estate which housed the prestigious club, which brought international celebrities flocking there every weekend during the polo season. A place like that would cost an absolute fortune to buy, she said slowly. For once, you're right, Cathy. But that won't be a problem, not in this case. You see, this man is not just any old prince, with genuine blue blood coursing around in his veins. He also happens to be outrageously wealthy. Rupert's eyes narrowed calculatingly, which is why there are going to have to be some changes made before he and his entourage arrive. Cathy had been working for Rupert long enough to know just when to sense trouble. "Changes?" she said, hoping that she was hiding the instinctive alarm which sprang up inside her. "What kind of changes?" "Well, for a start, we're going to have to spruce up the public rooms to accommodate a man of his caliber. They'll all need a lick of paint, especially the downstairs washrooms. I've organized for a firm of decorators to come in and start work first thing tomorrow morning." Cathy stared at him. "That quickly?" "Yes, that quickly. Someone will be in later to measure up, and you'll need to show him around," said Rupert testily. "The prince will be arriving next week, and there's a lot to be done between now and then if it's to meet royal expectations. Apparently he only sleeps on Egyptian cotton sheets, so I'm going to have to send to London for those. Oh, and one other thing." His eyes roved over her in a manner she had always found offensive, but Cathy had learnt to ignore the suggestive way her boss looked at her, just as she had learnt to ignore his other annoying traits. Because no job in the world was perfect. Nothing was. Everyone knew that. "What?" she questioned apprehensively. "You'll need to do something about your appearance. All of the staff need some sort of overhaul, but you need it more than most, Cathy." It was a criticism he had levelled at her more than once, but Cathy never really had the inclination to use anything other than a little honest-to-goodness soap and water, and to drag a brush through her pale and disobedient hair. Her chambermaiding duties meant she had to be up much too early to make a fuss, and besides, the great-aunt who had brought her up had been a no-nonsense woman who had scoffed at make-up, and had taught her great-niece to do the same. Cathy hated the way Rupert sometimes made her feel, as if she were only half a woman. Why did he do that? Because he gets a kick out of it, that's why. And because he's never got over the fact that you once rejected him. But insecurity could sometimes get the better of you, and she found herself asking, "What's wrong with my appearance?" "How long have you got?" Rupert smoothed back the lock of hair which flopped over his forehead. "The point is that the prince is a connoisseur of beautiful things, and beautiful women in particular. And while I'm not hoping for a miracle, I'd like you to make a bit more effort while he's here. Some make-up wouldn't go amiss for a start, and you'll be getting a brand new uniform." Most women might have liked the thought of a new uniform, but something in Rupert's eyes made Cathy feel instinctively wary. Infuriatingly, she could feel herself starting to blush, a slow heat travelling all the way down her neck and beyond, to the infuriatingly heavy weight of breasts, which had always been too lush for her tiny frame. "But—" "No buts," said Rupert. "I'm the boss, Cathy, and what I say goes." Well, she certainly couldn't argue with that. Cathy bit her lip as she watched Rupert sweep out of the reception area in that over-dramatic manner of his. In a way, she had been in the job too long, and sometimes she wondered if she would ever have the courage to leave. Yet familiarity was a powerful tie, especially to the emotionally insecure, and she had never known anything else but this place. She had been brought to this village as an orphan, delivered into the care of her great-aunt, a formidable spinster who had had little idea how to cope with a grieving child. Cathy had missed her parents badly. She'd fretted and cried at nights, and her great-aunt, though well-intentioned, had been unusually strict with her, extolling the virtues of clean living early.